Hi, Karla here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel where I like to find the fun and magic in everyday things. A while back, I was feeling a bit down on myself and really kind of icky. And in the midst of all that, I suddenly realized that I needed to show myself some grace and love. And that's when I came up with the idea of self-care Sundays. You know, as parents and spouses, workers and bosses, you name it, life can get pretty hectic nowadays. And we all need to have some dedicated time where we pamper ourselves. So on my self-care Sunday, I do whatever I need to in that moment. I can take a luxurious bath or give myself a facial, manicure, find a quiet spot just to read a good book. And what better gift can I give myself that just imbues love and kindness than wine and roses? Incense, that is. So, come on, and I'm going to show you how I made it. It smells so good and creates this wonderful ambiance of love. And if that isn't enough, I'm going to test out a gadget that I found online that creates perfect incense sticks and coils. So let's get started and have some fun. What makes this incense unique is that I use red wine instead of water to make the dough, and that makes a real difference in aroma. But first, using the flower acronym, I'll show you the ingredients I used and their correspondences. So for flowers, fruits, and berries, I used rose petals, of course, for love. For the leaves, I used raspberry leaf and meadowsweet for love, protection, and happiness. I doubled down on love using rose essential oil. For wood, I used red sandalwood, tabunoki for even more love. And I used dragon's blood and myrrh resins for love and protection. And myrrh has the added benefit of boosting the potency of all the other ingredients. Okay, so let's grab the recipe and start mixing. Just a reminder that all of your ingredients should be powdered. So I used 2.5 teaspoons of red sandalwood. I used 2 teaspoons of tabunoki. I mixed the rose petals, raspberry leaf, and meadowsweet all together, and then I used 1 teaspoon of that mixture. I used a 1/4 teaspoon of dragon's blood and a 1/4 teaspoon of myrrh. In a separate bowl, I add about 20 drops of rose essential oil. And into this bowl, I add my 4 teaspoons of red wine. But somewhere in my filming, I grabbed the wrong spoon and added too much liquid to my dough. What a rookie mistake. I guess that's how we learn, right? Well, I knew the dough was a bit soft, but I felt it was still manageable, so I just went for it. Now I want to show you this clever little gadget I found online at AliExpress. I'll put the name of it in the description box and you can search for it on their site. But I think you might be able to find it on Amazon as well. Now this whole system It's really neat. It makes it so easy to make uniform incense sticks and coils. Now this handy doohickey makes even edges. And this extruder is super easy to use. You just fill her up and start making incense sticks. Now it took me a second or two to get the hang of it, but after a few practice tries, it was great. It would have been so much better if my dough wasn't so soft. But no worries, I made it work. So as you can see, I made the best out of a bad situation, and I was able to make a full tray of sticks and a couple of cones. After a few days of drying time, the incense sticks were really easy to remove from the tray. But because my dough was so soft, it made the sticks very fragile. Now, the only negative I have to say about the new gadget is that it only came with one size tip, which makes these really thin sticks. I actually prefer thicker sticks. But let's talk about the star of our show, the incense. Using red wine instead of water really gives it a wonderful, deeper, rounder note, while the floral elements gives it a nice feminine scent. It is very lovely. Well, I hope I've inspired you to set aside some designated time for you to pamper yourself. Whether it's self-care Sundays or me, myself, and I Mondays. It's just really important for you to show yourself some love. And when you're ready to try something new, add wine instead of water in your next incense blend. And then let me know how you like it in the comments section. All right, now you have a good one, and I'll see you on the next adventure.